Oh, great. So, good morning, everyone in US and very late good evening in India. And welcome. I'm the chef for tonight and for the breakfast for the US guys. And we are making Cindy special dal pakwan, the perfect breakfast for Cindy's. So, before we start, just like to share the basic ingredients and obviously for dal pakwan, you would need dal. So you would need, this is moong dal, which is soaked for half an hour. And this is my chana dal, which is soaked for about 2 hours. So the ratio would be 1:2 for chana dal. So half katori or half cup chana dal and 1 cup moong dal. Then there will be salt, turmeric, and pinch of asafoetida and oil for garnishing. Then you'll have onions and coriander, uh, green chilies, and I have kept two of the chutneys ready. That's this green coriander and mint chutney, which goes with everything. And this is the tamarind chutney. It's basically the tamarind pulp boiled and added a little bit of salt and red chili powder. That's it. Okay. So this was about dal. And while we first set the dal on the pressure cooker, then we will move to the pakwan and we'll share the ingredients. Okay. Ready to start? Cool. So I'll just shift my pressure cooker over this side so that you can have a better look to the ingredients that I'm adding over here. So the dal will be very basic and simple as it can be. The delight will be the tadka over the dal. Okay, so I'm just straining out the excess water from my dal and adding this dal to the pressure cooker, this chana dal. Okay, and same with the moong dal. So this is my moong dal. Here goes it inside the pressure cooker. Okay. And then to boil it, I will add some water. So I just preheated some water so that it saves time for cooking. So I'll just add some water over here. I'll show you the quantities. It's based on how much consistency you want for the dal. So it's like maybe I added 1.5 glass of water. Okay, I'll add the remaining, and then I'll add salt according to your taste. And this is the turmeric powder, okay? And a pinch of hing powder. Okay, we'll have it over the tadka as well, so a little bit only. And then we can just switch on the gas and close the lid. Okay, I shift it over here because it's very close to my phone. So I don't want the whistle to damage my phone. So I'll shift it over here. Okay, so our dal is all set now. Okay, now we'll move towards the pakwan.
Pooja, quick question. So, what all things you added in the dal, other
it's
than
just
dal?
moong dal, chana dal, salt, turmeric, a little bit of hing powder,
okay,
and water. That's it.
Perfect.
Plain dal. Okay, and then so as I told you, the delight is a tadka. So you should wait for it. And now we will set our things for pakwans. I'm keeping the garnishing things aside for the dal. Okay. Now here, we'll take a bowl and we'll add 1 cup of maida, that is all-purpose flour. Okay, that goes into the flour, into the bowl. Okay, I'll keep it over here just to show you. And okay, we'll add some salt. This is around half teaspoon of salt. And then we have this ajwain or cayenne seed. Okay, so just rub it. Take a little bit and rub it between your palms. So it will give a good flavor and a good, you know, smell also. So just add it. Okay, a little bit more.
So is this kasturi methi you're adding?
No, it's ajwain.
Ajwain, sorry. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Then we'll just add 1 or 2 spoons of oil to it. Okay. So this is 1 spoon of oil. That's it. Okay. And then we will mix it properly and then use water to knead it. Okay, to make a dough. So add little by little. So this is how you can do it. I think this should be the last
Pooja,
portion of water that I added.
Pooja, again the question. So, in your dough, can you repeat the ingredients? There are a couple of people asking actually.
Yeah, sure. So it's 1 cup of all-purpose flour, that's maida, and I added half teaspoon of salt and a little bit of ajwain. Okay, and 1 spoon of oil.
Okay.
And then water to make a dough.
Perfect. So I think people who recently joined can follow along. And if you have any question, you can unmute yourself and ask.
Yeah, you can unmute and ask while we are, you know, in the process.
Pooja, I have a question that can be. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, Pooja, I have a question that can we use wheat flour for the pakwan, or we need to use all-purpose flour?
Actually, it won't be, the wheat flour won't be crispy. So if you make it with the wheat flour, it won't be that crispy. You can mix it and try it. That comes a little better. You can take 50-50, but usually the authentic and traditional way is to make it with maida or the wheat or the all-purpose flour.
Okay, thank you.
So this is our dough, and we will keep it to rest for 10 to 15 minutes till the time we, you know, go about other things. So I just keep it aside. Okay. Since my dal is all soaked for a couple of, you know, hours, the chana dal is soaked for 2 hours and moong dal for half an hour. So this should be done in just 2 minutes. I have, after 3 whistles, I have put the flame on low, and then I will switch it off in a minute or 2. Okay. Till then, we'll start with the pakwan. So we'll roll out the pakwan, and it has some tricks. So, okay, yeah. So the dough that I showed you, I just set it. So it's resting right now, but just before our session started, I had already prepared a dough with the same ingredients, the same quantity, and it has rested for 15 minutes now, almost, yeah. So we can start with that till our dal is done. And by the time you can also start. So now I will switch off my gas. Okay, so dal should be done. And now here is the dough that I had set it before our session. So I will just use some oil to grease it and make it smooth. And we will also keep some oil. So these needs to be deep fried, right? So over here, this is oil in the pan, and we will switch on the flame. Okay. So depends on what size of pakwan do you want. I would prefer not too small, not too large, a medium size. Usually in market, you get large size, but at home it's easier to make, you know, small or medium. So depending on whatever you would prefer. Okay. So there are two things. Either you can just use some oil, like how we roll out the puris to make it, or you can use a little flour if you think that your dough is a little soft and you are not able to roll it out without the flour. So I'll take some flour and see how it comes.
Someone asking question. So AA, I don't know what's your name. It's written AA.
Pooja.
No, so
okay,
AA.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So someone is asking, raising the hand. Can you please unmute yourself and ask questions if you want to have? You don't need to raise hand. You can just ask. Thank you. Because we all are busy in making it, so maybe I will miss seeing your raising hand.
So I'm applying, some oil on this ball, and okay, I'll just shift my thing over here so that you can also have a look. Okay.
So, Pooja, what is the consistency? Basically, the dough. I mean, is it like a puri or?
It's like a puri, not very soft like chapatis, but a slight,
Puri kind of.
Yeah. A slight on a harder side.
Okay.
If you think it's not rolling out properly, you can apply a little flour on it. No issues with that. And you have to roll it out. Not too thin, not too thick. If it's too thin, it might be very hard. It might turn out very hard after deep frying. And if it's too thick, it will not give that crunchiness. It might remain, moist from inside while frying also. So I'll just show it to you when I pick it in my hand. Okay, so our oil is not yet heated, but I'll just show it to you. So this is the size, so it fits in my palm. So it's not too big or not too small like a puri, but a medium size. Okay, so and it's easy to pick, not like a thick like paratha or not thin like papad or something, but a little more or less like a chapati itself. So a normal average thickness chapati. Okay. Now we will wait for the oil to heat. By the time, I already told you about this tamarind thing, right? So it's basically tamarind pulp, and I soaked tamarind in hot water, then I strained the pulp, and then added a little salt and red chili powder, and then boiled it. So this is something that you need to actually, this makes a lot of difference with dal. So I'm just cooking my dal, it still has the pressure. And here my oil is still heating. So by the time I will make other balls with my maida. And yeah, just one thing we shouldn't forget. So this is the main trick in pakwan. So you need to take a fork or anything which has sharp ends and then pick your pakwan so that it doesn't fluff up. Okay, we don't need to make like pani puris or puris. So you can just make these kind of marks and it will resist the pakwan from fluffing up. Okay, it will take care of that. So this is something that you need to make sure, otherwise it will come out like a batura only. Okay. So you need to prick it. And by the time my oil gets heated, I will keep it aside and start rolling out another one. And yeah, just, you know, to share, some people prefer only chana dal with this pakwan. But that's, you know, the consistency is very different only if you take the chana dal. But when you add moong dal to it, it's kind of, you know, a very rich. It gives the richness to that dal. And that's how the traditional method, or, you know, we have been following in our family and at my place. So it's very famous for that. I'm right now in Mumbai, but I hail from Ajmer, and it's very famous for Sindhi food and Sindhis. So this is the way how we get it there traditionally. Every street in the morning is occupied with the dal pakwan vendors. And the best combination is suji halwa with this. So another one is ready over here. And I will prick it with my fork. You can use a knife or anything to make these kind of things. So I just, you know, make the balls and see how many balls, how many pakwans we can make after that one bowl of flour. So this, I have rolled out already 2, here goes 3, 4, 5, and 6, yeah. So we have 6 balls or 6 pakwans, the medium sized pakwans from 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Okay, so you can decide accordingly how much you want to make, or depending on the size of your cup, it may vary. Okay, so here my oil is all heated. I will put the flame on little medium, and then slowly I will start putting my pakwan into this. Okay. And I have to make sure that this doesn't come up like batura. So keep pressing it, keep pressing it. It has to be golden brown. Since we will serve the dal hot, this needs then to be that hot when we will eat it. It's, you know, you can't eat both things hot together. So we will keep it to rest. And by the time it will cool down a little, it will become crunchy. Okay. So I will use a tissue to keep it so that the excess oil is gone. Okay. Now I will show you another pakwan. Since we have rolled out 2. So here it goes. I'm just checking if it's, you know, crunchy or not. It's becoming It is crunchy now. So you can see by the time it's, you know, like you have sev puri, that kind of, you know, flatten it look. I'm not allowed it to fluff up by pricking it with fork and then pressing it again and again while I'm frying it. A slightly unhealthy way to start your day with this deep fried breakfast, but it's yummy. I'm sure everyone will like it when you have. The dal is almost done. The pressure is almost done. By the time the second one comes out, I think the whistle or the pressure should be okay to open the cooker. Okay. So for a session, I'll just be showing you 2 pakwans, and then we will move to for the dal. Okay. So yeah, this is done, and I'm taking it out. I'm switching off. I'm switching off the flame for this pakwan, and you can see the golden brown color it has turned. Draining the excess oil in the kadai, and then shifting it on the tissue. And here you go. Okay. So I'm opening my dal. I will shift the pakwans on this side. And the oil on this side so that you can have access to the dal. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Huh. Okay. So I'm just checking if my chana dal is done or not, since usually it takes a little long. So I'll just take my chana dal over here and check it by pressing it with my fingertips. Okay. So yeah, it's done. I press it and it's done. Okay. So I think there's a little, so my dal is quite flowy, right? You can see it shouldn't be like this. So I'll just, put it on the flame again and let it boil for 2-3 minutes so that its consistency becomes perfect. Okay, and then we will start to garnish it. Till the time I will gather all my things which I need. So this is the bowl in which I'll show you how to make tadka on dal. Okay. By the time if someone is making along with me, you can keep the rest of the ingredients ready for garnishing. That's the finely chopped onion, coriander leaves, cumin seeds, hing powder, red chili powder, coriander powder, chaat masala, and if you want garam masala, and some chilies, slitted chilies, and a pan to just give it a tadka. Okay, so basically, I don't want to break this, but I want to show the crunchiness. So with the slight side, I will show you how it feels like. So when you break it, it should make the sound. Okay, so this is how it should be. Okay, and it should break very easily, not like chewy. It shouldn't be chewy. Okay, so this is how it should be. And yes, the dal is becoming good. And I think 1 or 2 minutes more it will take. So now I think I had put 1.5 glass of water, and it was already properly soaked. So it just needed 1 glass of water. So you will learn as per, you know, your measurements and, you know, trials and error also. Okay, so I'll just, you know, take out a few ingredients which I need. So I need the chili powder, coriander powder, cumin seed, hing powder, so these onions are optional. I personally feel that if you do not eat onions, it's absolutely fine to avoid them. Personally, I do not eat onions, but my family does. So I will garnish it for them, and for myself, I will give it a plain tadka. Everything will be included except onions. So I don't eat raw onions. I can eat fried ones, but not the raw. So, okay, so my dal is done basically. I will switch off the flame, and so it should be thick. I will show you. So this is, you know, how it should be, quite thick. And if you are eating it right away, it's good. Otherwise, the dal will become more thick. Okay. So you will see the bit, or you know, the chana dal into it. You will see it, and this will, you know, be very interesting. That there is a dal puree of moong dal and the chana dal. You can see the whole of it. Okay, here, and then just I will make it a bit less because I need to add many things about it. Okay. So I will keep this pressure cooker aside. Maybe I'll just keep it over here. And now I need to give it a tadka. So I'll just add some oil. Okay. So depending on the quantity of dal, you can decide the amount of oil. So I have taken 2 spoons of oil, and then before switching off the flame, I'll just add the raw onions. So I'll spread some onions on my dal, on the bowl of my dal. So I will spread these onions. Okay. I will spread the coriander leaves. Okay. And then this red chili powder on the top of it, coriander powder, a little bit more chili powder depending on the spiciness that you want. Then this is the chaat masala. You can use amchur, so it's optional. You know, so this is my chaat masala. Here it goes. And then I have these split chilies which will go in tadka. So I'll just switch on the flame for the oil to heat. And in my tadka, there will be 3 things: chilies, jeera, the cumin seeds, and hing. And if you want to avoid chilies, it's your choice. Some people prefer fried chilies alongside dal pakwans, not in the dal, but you know, as a side dish. So deep fried chilies with a little bit of salt sprinkled on it is very delicious for people who love chilies, not for everyone. Okay. So yeah, the oil is already heated. So I'll add jeera over here, and then here goes these chilies. Okay. and then a little bit of hing powder. And yes, it looks yummy and tempting. So it's done. And then here is my dal in front of you. And here goes the tarka inside it. Yes, that's how yummy it is. So I will put the entire tarka and dal. And now the topping on this interesting dal is this imli chutney or the tamarind pulse which I had made. So just spread a little bit over it. Without this, it's incomplete. And you have this green chutney, okay? The mint and the coriander chutney, which is optional. I will add a little bit. Again, it's optional, but the tamarind one is must to have. Okay, so here you go. You're ready to eat. And you have these pakwans over here. And you have this dal over here. And let's taste. Okay, so I will just, first taste my dal. I think it's looking really very yummy. Wow, mouth watering. And then I'll just place it and show you how you can also decorate it for kids so that it becomes more interesting. Okay. So what you can do is, I'll just show it to you with this small piece. You can use the entire pakwan and just, do the same thing. Okay. So here goes. You can just spread dal, chutney, everything directly on the pakwan like this and relish it. Okay. Amazing. So this is one way to have it. The other way is you have it in your plate, you have it in your bowl. You just take the pakwan and dip it and have it. Amazing. If you want to add more chutneys, more spices, you're free. Yeah. So our dish is ready. And if there are any questions, you may ask.
Thank you so much, Pooja. It was a wonderful session. And I'm in the process of making it. So,
okay.
Yeah, others, please feel free. And now it's the time to unmute yourself and
yeah. Please feel free. Pooja. And I cannot resist, so I'll have at least this one.
Yeah. So let's. It's a time for everyone to unmute and ask questions and update what your feedback on this dish.
Hi, Pooja. I have a question. I just want to know about the preparation of this tamarind paste.
Yeah. So basically, if you have the tamarind pulp ready, which you get in supermarkets, the tamarind pulp, you can use it directly. Else, if you don't have it, you just take some tamarind, soak it in the water, in hot water for like 15 minutes, and then you can mash it with your fingers and strain. So you will get that thick pulp. In that, you add a little bit of salt and red chili powder. Okay, it enhances the taste, and you can use this pulp for a very long time. That's a few days. You can keep it in the fridge. So after boiling it, it's ready to use. Nothing much. It's very simple, very basic.
So it's like we have to boil it, right?
Yeah. So boiling it will increase its life and enhance the taste.
So we can store it for long.
Yeah, for few days you can store it definitely. And what I do is, if it's not being used in any other dish, I just make tamarind and dates ka chutney, which we use for dahi badas or any other chaats, which like with pani puri or dahi puri. So I just make a chutney out of it. So you can have multiple uses of that.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Anything else? I'm happy to answer.
I think someone else was asking a question. Can you please unmute now?
And definitely, I'll be sharing the pic of this dish that we made right now.
Yes, and everyone will also share.
Yeah, please do share if you try and make it. Please do share.
Okay, great. And
thanks, Pooja. I think I love this breakfast dish. It's so authentic. Thanks for taking the time to teach us. And I'm definitely going to make this.
Sure, and I'm sure that you will definitely love it also.
Yeah. So I'm married to a Sindhi, and I made my husband watch your video now before he just left.
Oh.
So I'm like, now you have to learn and you have to make this.
Great. I will come with more Sindhi dishes. So you have various kind of breakfast items like koki and meaty sivai with fried potatoes and many other options.
Yeah.
So,
thank you.
Okay, so I think thank you everyone for joining, and it was a very late notice, but do remember, Cindy, we have this session every week. So even though don't wait for my update or reminder, be ready for the next session. And but Pooja will be there to help actually in the reminder maybe.
Sure. And even if you have any queries, you can post it on the group, and I'll definitely answer you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Pooja, and wonderful. I mean, it's your night time, so good night, and thank you so much for the session. And I think we really like it. And this was the first session in Enthusiastic. Cindy recipes are the first one.
Thank you. Thank you. Before we end, just one more thing. So I will be making more pakwans tonight and store it in an airtight container, and we will be having our a lavish breakfast tomorrow. So you can just try them and keep it for 4-5 days. It will not get spoiled, and if you're keeping it in airtight container, and when the dal is over, you can spread dahi chutney, and make it like dahi papri chaat. So that's how we used to have when I was a kid. I used to wait for these dal pakwans to dal to get over, and then in the evening it was a chaat time for us.
Wow, nice. This is a great.
Yeah, multiple uses.
And yeah, so though you are like yoga and fitness coach, but still it's like so it's a it's a dish.
So it's a cheat day for us. Sunday tomorrow, right? For us.
Okay, great. Thank you everyone. I think we can end the session. We are done with the cooking.
Thanks for giving me this opportunity. It was really great.
Of course, I mean it's an opportunity for us. Thank you. Bye. Take care. Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Take care.